Hi, everyone. Come on in. It's Molly Young. I'm glad you're here today. If you're catching right now, you are on the replay. I don't have any viewers' eyeballs yet. So if you want to hit hashtag replay, I'd love to know that you stopped by. I'm going to pull my stuff up on my phone and then we are going to get started. Come on in, my friends. I messed something up. Good morning, Venus. How are you, my friend? Venus, I sent your stuff out. You should have it soon since you're in Ohio. Your prize. Hi, Debbie. We're going to do something a little bit different today, but it's going to be fun. It's just a Friday where I didn't want to get into like a really big project. I just wanted us to just kind of go with the flow kind of day. Um, and then I'll be back on Monday. But next week we have to dive into Christmas in July. And I'll be also because I need to start working on my saw. I need to start working on Christmas stuff just for the purpose of making sales since this is my only income I have. So I have to be prepared and I don't want to be caught with my pants down, if you will, when it's already November and I'm like, what? Because I know how fast the time flies, especially in the summer. So let's just go down to the desktop. We'll wait for the others to pop on. Oh, I gotta put my camera over here. I always move it out because it's right in my face. So annoying, by the way. Okay. So, you guys have seen the Tim Holtz tissue paper or the other tissue paper that you can buy. And I kind of overdid this one. I was practicing this morning, but I thought we could make one together. But before we do this, I want to jump into doing a background so we can make something out of it when we're done with it. So I have some paper here and I've already done a couple, so we just really need to do one. And then you guys, look at this. I never use these. I have all of this distress oxide literally sitting on my desk. So I'm like, or behind me on my shelves where I store everything. And again, you guys know I'm trying to go through and see what I have that I can work with instead of keep buying and buying and buying. So what I want to do today is use up some of these and then I want to do the water method because they are oxides, they're not the ink. So we could do something fun with them. So let me set these up here by color. I know I want to use this one, maybe this one. I love them all. Oh, my dauber. Okay. I think we're going to use these three. Let me start with this one, though, because it's a light color. I only have one dauber here. I don't... Oh, shoot. There's still blue on it. Okay, never mind. I don't want to ruin this. Let me grab something. I have a new one. These are the jumbo daubers you get off of Amazon. Just beach chillin'. Love it. Welcome in from YouTube. All right, that was a mistake. Let me see. I want to at least get this cleaned up. This is called Tattered Rose. And I got it cleaned up. And I'm just gonna start adding it to my page in circles. No rhyme or reason. Ugh. I'm working on a very thin piece of copy paper, so it wrinkles on me while I'm doing this. And where else? Maybe up in the corner. We're going to be adding a lot of color to this, so maybe in this corner. Okay, so that'll be for my lights. Yeah, I don't have a separate dauber for all my... The difference is this is oxide, and I'm going to show you what happens when you add water to it. Okay, so then let's add some of this peacock feathers. I'm not pushing hard. I'm really just going for an abstract background right now. And I'm kind of blending in and over some of what I already have on here. Okay, and then I think I want to use festive berries. Well, the thing is, I need to clean this off. Man, that really held the ink. Okay. Get this one in here. And we'll do some festive berries. I love teal and red. Love me some teal and red. My paper wasn't wrinkling up so much. We would be having much better luck, but it'll be fine. It's little clouds in here. Do a little bit of blending in here, get some purples, purpley colors coming out. Okay, I think this is good for what I wanted to do. Let me get these up here out of the way. All right, so then what I'm going to do, because this is Distress Oxide, not Distress Ink, is I'm going to put a stencil down over it. I'm going to spray it with water. And I forgot my paper towel, so I'm going to use a baby wipe. But I'm going to try and go in here, and wherever the water is, it's going to look like tie-dyed, if you will. Now, when it dries, you're going to see more of this design. But I think we're pretty much ready to pick this up. Okay, so you can faintly see it in here, which is normal. And what it did... Good morning, Patricia. It's good to see you, my friend. What it did was it lifted the ink where I put the water down. Okay, and then here, this has to dry. The one I did this morning looked the same way, and then as it dried, it came out more prominent. So this one's dry. And then I also did it on watercolor paper, and it was interesting because I wasn't, um, I it was because it's watercolor paper, it has this really hard tooth to it, but it actually came out kinda cool that you could see that. Hey, Denise! I thought it looked kinda cool that that came out in it. So anyway, I'm gonna set this aside, and then I wanna get to what I said we were gonna do today, but I wanted to let that start drying. Okay, this is dry. All right, so this is Hi, Lori. Started mosaics, which led me to polymer clays. Oh, the rabbit hole. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Just Be Chillin' from YouTube. And she's telling me she went into polymer clay, then she got into like she's doing all this different stuff. And I'm like, yep, it is a rabbit hole. And I was telling everyone yesterday I was cleaning out my junk journaling paper crafts to sell them because they were taking up too much space and I never used them. But the second I started pulling them out, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have to try something. I need to do something. And so now I'm doing that too. Which is why I kind of veered away from the polymer clay. I mean, I am not done with polymer clay at all, but I am taking a break from it, and this is what I've been doing. So, yeah. So, Tim Holtz has these papers, right? So, let's try and make our own today. Now, what you need is what Oh, yeah. More supplies, more supplies. Count on me to taunt you. Let me flip this over. Um, sorry. And yeah. So, okay, what you need is wet strength tissue paper. Okay? Amazon. Wet strength, wet safe, whatever you find. I should have put the link in here and I didn't. Well, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. Then you have to have an archival ink. You cannot use, do not use Distress Oxide. Do not use regular ink. You have to have an archival ink that's going to resist when we put it down to decoupage with it. It's going to act like an actual permanent ink, not one that's water-based that's going to pop up. So I'm going to be using StazOn today. Ranger also sells an archival ink. These are the two. I'm sure there's others, but these are the two brands that I tend to use. More silk screens and texture mats. Yep, I hear you. All right. So let's start having, these stamps are in my way, or I mean, my stamp pads are in my way of my actual stamps. Okay. So I pulled a few things this morning and I think we're going to start using the same thing. Now, where I'm going to start is with the text on the background. And I think we're going to do a couple different things on this one to vary it up a little from what I had. This can be a little tedious, but it's so fun once you start adding the other things. Just make sure you got all your ink on good. And then I'm literally just going to lay it, my paper here. I'm just going to start laying it down. Oh, really? I haven't had a problem with StazOn at all. I've been using it for years. But you never know. That's a good tip. She said StazOn is bad for clear stamps. So guys, if you want to, I mean, I've never had a problem at all with it, but I also tend to clean my stamps after. Well, I didn't this morning, so that was a lie. But I'm going to do the whole background in this script font. This is a no, it's Studio 49 that this is from. And we'll get these sides in a second. Let me just finish. Oh, I smeared it. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Okay. This side. Oh, I guess I only need this side, really. I just want this to be our whole background. Let me do over here one more time. And then we're going to start with some other stamps. Your script silk screens come on Wednesday? Oh, how fun. I'm getting a lot of trouble in these craft rooms. One thing leads to another and another and another. Oh, why am I putting this away? Okay. So right now we just have the background on. Okay. Again, this is the wet strength tissue paper. All right. Then I have these Stampers Anonymous stamps that I'm going to use, and they don't stick to my thingamabob. So I have to do it this way again. And I'm just going to pick a couple spots. We're just going to randomly go on. Oh, did you? You ordered your StazOn? I love StazOn. I'm sorry. It's my personal preference. I just absolutely love it. I thought my last one ended up being quite a bit busy. So, the last tissue paper thing I did this morning. So I kind of want to not do that again. Oops, didn't get a lot of ink on here. I have another ink pad if I need it. Hi, Tanya. Come on in. We are stamping up some wet safe tissue paper. That one was a good impression. I'm going to need more, though. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do one more right here. Because I have a lot of other stuff to go in here. That was a good one. Okay, then I have butterflies. And I have diamonds. Let's do the butterfly now. I think he'll stick to my... Yeah, he's good. Okay. I wish I had a butterfly stamp that had a little bit of a thicker outline, but I don't. But if I did, that's what I would be using. Hi, Nikki. I see you. And one of the things you can overlap, guys, you can totally overlap. start doing some this way. And I think 1 or 2 more here, and then I've got plenty of butterflies. Yep, I think that's good for the butterfly. All right, now I have this really cool stamp. It's from Clarity Stamp. I don't think I've ever. It's Harlequin Clear Unmounted. ClarityStamp.com is where this is from. Never used it. Molly buys things and then doesn't use them. Well, I'm using them now. If I can get it out of here. Oh, no. Holy macanoli. All right, let me see if I don't know that I have a bigger. I don't know where my. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the unfun way. Well, it's all fun. You know what I mean. I can't find my big block, so. And hopefully this is not going to rip my paper up. It's just dawning on me this might rip my paper up, you guys. It is so sticky. Whew. Gosh, I made myself nervous there for a minute. I'm going to put one here. What is going on with this? Nothing came off. All right. Well, screw that one. I have this one. This is a deep red stamp. Harlequin script background. It is the wet safe tissue paper, Nick. Because I want to use it for decoupaging. There we go. Just here and there. Because I still have more stuff to add. And is there any ink left over here? Yes. Okay. That's it for that. Then I want to get some numbers in here. And I have, hold on. I have some tickets and I had uh-oh, I don't know where my number. Oh, here, right here in front of me. I have these numbers. These are from Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz collection, faded type. That's where I'm using all of my stuff from. All my letters and numbers. Hi, Carol. Happy Friday. I'm gonna put one here. And I'm going to do another one right here. And another one here. Notice I'm going up and down, horizontal and vertical. I'm not doing anything at a diagonal right now. Put one here. And maybe one or two more. We're almost done. But I have my tickets I want to get in here. So this looks pretty good to me. I'm sorry I'm out of the camera. Darn it. Okay, so these look pretty good. And then I have my little tickets. Get my, I like this one has numbers on it too. See how I'm overlapping that? I've got 3 layers here. I have the script, the diamonds, and now this number. Oh, hi, Molly. Goodness gracious. You don't have to be here at all if you're busy. We are just stamping on tissue paper. You didn't miss. Well, you did miss the beginning. I used Distress Oxide and made a like a tie-dyed background, but it's drying. That was it. Nothing. As I told everyone, this is just a casual whatever happens Friday, like go with the flow, no grand scheme. I want to pull out an itty bitty one here to put in some of my less empty spaces, as I should say. And these are from Amazon. You guys, I don't know. I don't know. These are just from Amazon. They were really inexpensive, and I just got them. I haven't had them that long at all. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, well, who cares? Thank you, Molly. Yes, you guys, you need to order wet strength tissue paper or wet safe tissue paper. Do not attempt this with regular tissue paper. You'll have a hot mess on your hands. Because when this dries, you want it to be able to um withstand your decoupage medium, your glue, your, whether you use Golden or Mod Podge or um whatever you use, it needs to be able to withstand that. All right, this guy's done. And then I like this little 5-cent bugger that's here. And then I think this is going to be our last one. I mean, I said my last one was too busy. This one's busier than my last one. And that'll be 5 cents. And that'll be 5 cents. Couple more spots. I actually think we're pretty good here. All right. Enough's enough. I think I way overdid this. But you get the picture of what you can do here, right? All right, now let's go back because we wanted to do kind of like a masterboard. And then your archival ink, that's the other important thing. You have to use archival ink. Yeah. Trust me, every time I watch a video, I'm buying what they have. Just to repeat again, you need to use StazOn or Ranger archival ink. It has to be a permanent ink. You do not want to use your distress ink. You especially do not want to use distress oxide. Because you're going to be in a very bad spot if you do that. Okay? I'm just telling you. It's gonna run. And everything that you did will be forgotten. Okay? And again, this was Stampers Anonymous, faded type. If you want to go buy that, that's not a cheap one either. And I found out I have 2 of them today. So my next giveaway, I'll probably be giving one to someone. Because I'm like, why did I buy 2? Those are pretty pricey. When I used to work, I did very well for myself. And so I just bought stuff whenever I wanted it. And now I don't work and I can't buy anything. And so I'm, trying to go through what do I have? I have some really nice stuff. And what can I do with that? So yeah. All right. So we have this one and I have this one that I did this morning. They look very, very similar. Oh, I didn't use the ticket on here, but I don't have room to use the ticket. Okay. But I know this one is probably the one I'm going to use first. Okay. So back to this is what happened when I stamped and put a stencil over it and sprayed it with water. Everybody good over here? Well, anybody falling? Okay, and then this, see how this one now is coming out more? This is the one we did just a little while ago. And then this is the watercolor one where you could see the tooth in the paper. So I think we're just going to start tearing this up. Because we want a good background. Oh, these are going to be pretty. All right. So let's start laying. I'm not going to use my watercolor one. Oh, stay. Stay. Okay. I'm going to use my Pen Art decoupage varnish and glue. You need to hold on a second while I get a foam. Well, I couldn't find them last time. Let me see if they're poking out today. I don't see them. So I wasn't prepared once again. Hold on. Foam brushes, where are you? Here they are. I knew I was in the right vicinity. We're just going to use one of these bad boys. And I'm going to do it right on my watercolor sheet I have here. So let me get everybody else out of the way. Yeah, this is Pen Art decoupage varnish and glue. It's my new favorite. I know. Yeah, totally with you guys. 110%. All right, we're going to put this down and we're just going to start up here. And then we're going to do something different I haven't done before. You know what I didn't think of? This is oxide. It might start running. Uh-oh. This could get really interesting. I guess once it's dry, it's okay. Oh, it is running a little bit. Well, that was kind of dumb of me. Go figure. Okay, lesson learned. I guess don't decoupage with this, but it's not ruining it at all. Yeah. Sorry, Molly. I know. I should have seen it coming too. I was just warning everyone not to use it on their tissue paper. And here I am making a big fat mess with it. But it's actually doing pretty good. I'm getting a little lucky here so far anyway. And this is a big 11 by 17 sheet of paper. So, um, so we have a lot to cover here. But then we're going to do something else that's going to look pretty cool here. All right, I need a thin strip of somebody. This will work. I'm actually surprised this isn't bleeding more than it is, Mal. I don't know that I'm going to have enough to do this whole page, so let's just focus over here. What a marvelous background. Yeah, I could probably spray them first. I don't disagree with that one bit. All right, let's just see how far this one's already glued down. I can't pick it up to move it. So, whatever. I bet I don't have enough to do the whole page. We're going to get pretty close, but no cigar. All right. What I'm going to do at this point is cut this sheet down. Well, actually, I'm going to dry it real quick. That's too bad. I misjudged. Man, I'm going through this stuff like crazy. Let me dry this just for a second. It's gorgeous. I love it. And I can't wait to see what our paper looks like on top of it. And then we're going to cut it up. Anybody got any fun weekend plans? Yeah, Tanya, I never thought about spraying them first. I never thought any until I got into it. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? This is distress oxide and I'm getting it wet. Ah! It came out fine. And I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked, to be honest with you. good enough for right now. And then I'm gonna cut this down so we have a more manageable piece to work with. About right here. Save that one for another masterboard. All right. So then I want to take I can't get my gesso open. I would typically use gesso at this point. And I forgot to bring over, this is the second day in a row, I forgot to bring over my cheap white paint. I think I don't have any in here. Oh, I do. I have, let me get a piece of wax paper to use as my paper plate. But I don't need very much. This is Apple Barrel Indoor Outdoor Gloss. I wish it was a matte. That's okay. And I'm going to be using my fingers. And I'm going to go in here. And then I'll show you what we're going to do once this dries. And I'm going to go over kind of, I'm not hiding my edges, but where they're meeting up, I'm just putting this in here. I don't know what this is gonna, what in the heck it's gonna look like, but, and you can still kind of see through it, which is why I'm using my finger. And I really like that. Okay. Is there anybody else? Oh, right here. Yeah, I have a laser printer, so I forget that I need to spray stuff because it doesn't run. All right. Messy Molly. All right, let me dry this real quick. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Carol. Whoops. Okay, it's almost dry. Dry enough for what we're going to do next. All right, so we're going to take the print. Now, I'm going to use the one I did earlier. And we're all going to say the prayer to Jesus. That this works. And we can still see the background through it. Now, use your Mod Podge. I told you what I'm using. All right, ready? Oh, I just painted my camera. You guys still here? Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, let's see if this does what I wanted it to do. It is! Yay! No, no. And when it dries, it's gonna look even better. I'm so excited it worked out. All right. Took a lot of glue today. Got a couple wrinkles in here. I won't lie about that. But yeah, you can make your own tissue paper. Look at how cool that looks, you guys. I did do it. Thank you. Usually I'm like, well, that didn't work. Whoop, I forgot to do that. Oops, I messed up. Story of my life. I guess I'm not afraid to try, and I'm not afraid to share my mistakes. Now, sometimes when I make biggie bloopers, it upsets me because I am human. But um I mean, how else are you going to learn? And I learn from mistakes. So I will share my mistakes with you. This one came out great. Are you guys just dying to go try this now? If you're from YouTube, I am on Facebook at Molly Young Artist. I do post a lot more there because I can do posts daily. So if you want to know my schedule, you can always look there. If you would like to receive notification, if you're on Facebook, you can hit hashtag. No, don't hit a hashtag. Hit exclamation point Telegram in the comments, and you'll be notified when I'm going live. It's as good as she's going to get for right now. Cheryl, we made this out of stamps today. I made the background out of ink, Distress Oxide, and a stencil where I sprayed water on it. And then we made the tissue paper out of stamps using archival ink on wet strength tissue paper. If you like this, you might want to watch the replay. I made this paper, and you can make your own too. So then all that's left to do, and this is too wet, and I'm probably going to get going here, to be honest with you, but all that's left to do, guys, is to let it fully dry. And I did use watercolor paper for this. It looks like this, like what we did, what I was working on yesterday too. And then I come over from YouTube. Oh, hi, Barbara. Yeah. So, yeah, just make sure you're using the wet strength tissue. I'm repeating myself, but I don't want anyone to go try this with regular tissue paper because it's going to tear on you and ruin what you did. And this stuff's very firm, but yet, look, you can totally see my entire background through here. I mean, I'm in love. I am in love, love, love. So let me cut this down. Save your scraps for another master board. I figured, Barbara, you were the only one I had over there, so I love your last name. It's my last name, too. We got 2 Mollies and 2 Youngs in the house. Y'all are in trouble. Oh, this one glued down kind of funny. It's all right. All right, so save those. Yeah. You can imagine the ephemera you can get out of this. I'm really happy with this. This is the first time I tried to do this today. So I am Hold on. Yeah. So let me, yeah, get that out of my face. Yeah, so guys, that's what we got done today. I haven't been young and more than that. And but my husband on my 40th birthday, you guys, when he went to buy me a birthday cake, do you know what he had written on it? Forever young. He did not write happy birthday on it. He wrote forever young, and it was all filled with flowers. It was the sweetest thing I ever remember him doing for me. Um, what strength. And you know what? When I get off of here, I'm gonna go pull up an Amazon link. And on Molly Young Artist on Facebook, I'm gonna put the Amazon link to the StazOn ink, and I'm gonna put an Amazon link to the what this exact paper that I use. I'll put the link in there for you. And I think they're having a prime deal on it right now, if I remember right. Because I was gonna order some more, but then I didn't. I'm running out too. I use it a lot. You can use it for jelly prints. You can use this for so many different things. I use it a ton personally. So, yeah. Um, but and thanks, Venus. So guys, I'm gonna go. I know we weren't quite on an hour, but I mean, this is all I had to do today. I want you to have a fantastic weekend. I will not be on over the weekend, I don't think, unless I pop on, but I haven't been. Um, I need to get ready for next week. We are going to be doing Christmas in July next week. So I have to go prepare content. I have to go clean my freaking mess up I have. And then I need to pull out my Christmas stuff. I have some here, but not everything that I need. And I have no more room to squeeze anybody else in here. So with that, I will say goodbye to you guys, and I will definitely be putting a link up. Give me 10, 15 minutes and it'll be up there on Molly Young Artist on Facebook. Okay. Thanks for being here today. This was so much fun. I love you guys. Bye.